Oh, it's an interesting question. I guess it's hard to just name one. It's kind of feels like trying to say who's your favorite child or something like this. But
You tell each of them it's
it's
them, not to tell the others.
yeah, exactly. Like the musician or the comedian coming in and saying, I love you, Germany. You're my favorite country. And then on the next stop on the tour as well, yeah, is also the favorite. But I would say from a standpoint of more kind of personal side, I mean, I really enjoy um, well, I enjoy a lot of different places, but then from more of the kind of the professional side, I think there's huge opportunity around digital assets in kind of two key areas. One is the kind of what they're calling the new Silk Road, in the sense of the kind of the silk trade from several hundred years ago sort of thing, which would be a lot of these small nation states around the world. So you've got these kind of clusters building up in places like the Gulf Coast, Arab Emirates kind of leading the way in that region. And then you've got also in Asia, Southeast Asia, your Hong Kong, Singapore, also really kind of catalyzing a lot of innovation. And then also you have kind of similar small countries in Europe that are leading the way, say Liechtenstein, Malta. And then we've also got kind of similar phenomenon in the Americas, in the Caribbean, with say the Cayman Islands or British Virgin Islands, as well as Bermuda, although I guess it's not technically Caribbean. But that's also where a lot of my time has been lately, is in conferences in kind of those clusters that are starting to really attract innovation. And then another area that I think is I'm starting to spend more time in is kind of more emerging markets, where there's more opportunity to leapfrog on technological innovation, where some of the kind of established players, we see this a lot just in general with technology, established players, they're not as interested in, I guess, adopting innovation until they're not interested in driving the initial wave of adoption. Say with cell phones, the US had super developed landline infrastructure, probably best in the world. So they weren't really incentivized to kind of double down on mobile technology. And so you saw all of a sudden certain countries with, kind of historically less communications infrastructure just shoot way ahead on the mobile side before the US did. I think we're starting to see something like that with the blockchain and digital asset space with some of these emerging markets. And then I guess lastly, Europe, because my wife loves Europe. So also spent a lot of time there.